Hello children, welcome to the world of mathematics. So today we are going to begin with a plus one session. So let us start with the first chapter, that is sets. It's very easy chapter where you can score your marks because that is your main intention. Yes? So your concepts should be clear. See that each and every new concept, okay, that is clear to you. So let us begin with the first chapter, sets. The sets, it was developed by the German mathematician George Cantor. He first encountered sets while working on the problems on trigonometric series. Sets are being used in the mathematics problems since then it was discovered. Okay, so who discovered sets? George Cantor. Okay. Now see, a collection of object of a particular kind, such as it is a pack of cards, a crowd of people, a cricket team, etc. In mathematics, of your natural numbers, prime numbers, etc. Now see, suppose if I am saying collection of rivers in India. That means you'll be just saying the names what? It will be your Ganga, Yamuna. Okay? That means in that particular thing, I'll be just writing the names of what? Only the rivers of India. I won't write any river which is not in India. Okay? I will not say that any sea or any ocean I won't be including. Okay? Or suppose if I'm saying that a collection of continents. So in that you will be just writing what? The name of the continents. Okay. So it is nothing but what we define, how we define a set. A set is always a well defined collection. Okay. That means it should be a collection, but it should be a well defined collection it is saying. Now what do you mean by a well defined collection? Now see, this is a class, okay? In this class, suppose I am saying a collection of bright students, okay? Now collection of bright students, it depends on particular teacher or it may be depending on your particular friends, right? Now suppose if I am taking maths, that means for me the bright student who will be the one who solves the problem. Okay, it may be accordingly, or some of you may be very good in maths just orally, right? But while writing you may make some mistakes. Okay, so it depends. So I cannot say that a particular boy or a particular girl is a bright because the other teacher, your science teacher, she may think that XY is very bright student in her subject. Okay, but the same student may not be bright in my subject. So that is not a well defined collection. Suppose if I say collection of all plus one students of Amrita Vidyalayam, that means all plus one students, that means it will include all your science as well as your commerce students. Okay, so I have well defined it. Okay, I have given a situation. Yes, that collection will have all plus one students of Amrita Vidyalayam Kootvarm. Is that clear? So now suppose if you're taking your football, which is your favorite game. Okay, if I'm saying that the best five football players, now again it depends on you. Okay, some of you may feel other five names, or your friends may feel no, he is not the best, but the other one is the best. Okay, so it depends on what individual, whether it is best, that particular person is best or not. Okay, so in that situation, I cannot say it is the collection of set. Okay, it is not a well defined collection, so that won't become a set. Hope it is clear to you. What is your well definedness? Yes, because only then we can see that what is actually a set. Okay, so what we say is a set is a well-defined collection of objects. Okay, the elements of a set are synonymous terms. The sets are usually denoted by capital letters, and elements of a set are represented by small letters. Okay, see the elements I have to write it by small letters, E, suppose F, and all. And your sets, okay, that collection of sets that is denoted by some capital letters, it may be A, B, and so on. Okay, and the sets of the elements are synonymous terms. Synonymous term in the sense they satisfy same property. As I have said, the collection of rivers in India, that means that collection, it consists of only the rivers in India. Not a single river will be there in that collection which is not from India. Okay. Now while writing the names as an element, you may write in capital letters. That no problem. But when I represent by a single elements, that time it should be always written in small letters. Okay. Now see, a set is denoted with the capital letters. Yes, any capital letters you can use. You have your 26 alphabets. So you can use here any capital letter for denoting the set. Suppose if I am saying A is a set of all natural numbers less than 5. Yes, A is a set which contains all natural number less than 5. Now, so A, I'll be writing it as a capital letter. I'm saying it is a set. So that set should be always included in two brackets, and that should be a curly brackets. Okay. So what I have said is all natural numbers less than 5. Less than 5, which is the least natural number? It is 1. So I'll be writing the elements as here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, is this clear? Okay, this in this method I know there is no need of writing these elements as a small letters because they are what? The numbers itself. So it depends on what the collection is. Is that clear? So your set, it will be represented by what? The capital letters. And while representing the set, it should be included in your curly brackets. Okay, and then inside that you'll be writing that particular elements. Next, the elements of the set are denoted with small letters. Okay, that set elements, because there are two methods to write the set that you will be seeing. In that, how to write the elements, that should be written in as what? A small letter. For example, the previous what I have written was 1, 2, 3, 4. So the same thing I can write it as A is a collection of set, okay, which contains X. It contains an element X. This colon, it is read as such that. So what it is? X such that X is a natural number, less than 5. Okay, complete your curly bracket. So here X I have written as what? It is a general element. Okay, so X is a natural number, okay, which is less than 5. So whatever I have written the first, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this both are the same. This colon is always read as such that. Is that clear? Okay. So always your elements are written in small letters. Your sets are written in capital letters. Okay. That capital letters is the important. And again, that elements will be always included in curly brackets. Is that clear? See. Now here, suppose if I have A is equal to P, Q and R. Okay, I have how many elements? 3 elements, P, Q and R. Now here, element P belongs to set A. Okay, this belongs to set A, that means it is the member of set A. So how to write that? Instead of writing this whole statement, I can just write using the symbol. So it will be P belongs to A. Okay, so this symbol, it is nothing but your epsilon. Okay, epsilon, that is a Greek word, it is called as epsilon. So instead of writing the whole statement that the element P belongs to set A, just you can write it as what? P belongs to A. Suppose if I have B is the collection of your vowels. So which are how many vowels you have? 5 vowels. So suppose if I write A, E, I, O and U. Okay. Every element should be separated by comma. Okay, as well as what to do is, now here I have A, E, I, O, U, that is a collection of vowels. Now the same, if I'm writing it as A comma A, then again E, I, O, U. Okay, now here A I have written it twice. There is no necessity to write an element twice. You can write in any order. The same set I can write it as what? I, O, A, E, U. Okay, only the elements it matters. Order is not important in the sets. Okay, that means if I write as A, it contains 1, 2, 3. If I am saying B as, it contains 2, 1 and 3. Now see whether elements are the same. Okay, 1, 2, 3 again in set B, 1, 2, 3 itself. That means they are nothing but the same set itself. Is that clear? Okay, so order is not important. You can write in any order. Okay, only the thing is the elements should be separated with comma. Okay, now in this set, your A, it is, I have written as 1, 2 and 3. Now whether 2 is the element of A? Yes. So how to write? 2 belongs to A. Okay, or I can say that 1 belongs to the set A. So no need to write each and everything. Is that clear? Belongs to. The statement is not necessary. Just you can write it as 1 belongs to A. Now comes your second part. Your second part is, suppose if, now whether 4 is the element of this set A. No. That means what to do there? I have to write it as 4. This was your belongs to. When I write like this, it becomes does not belongs. Okay, so it is 4 does not belongs to the set A. Okay, so whenever the element is not in set, given set, just make use of this symbol. Okay, hope this is clear. Okay, now before having the set representation, we will see whatever we have seen. Okay, your set is nothing but what? It was your well defined collection of objects. Okay, it should be always well defined. So we'll see some problems where you will be able to identify whether it is a well defined set or not. Okay, so in this video we'll stop here. We'll be having the next video. The second video, it will be for well definedness, to check whether the given collection is a set or not. Okay, thank you.